Hey, what's up everybody? It's me, the Home Cook Hero, back with a new video for y'all. And today I'm showing you how to make smothered cabbage, y'all. This smothered cabbage was so good and tender with that hot Italian sausage I threw up in there. And I'll show you step by step how to get this dish, y'all. So if it looks good and it sounds good and you into it, let's go. Alright y'all, so first things first, I'm just starting off with this large head of cabbage and I am just cutting it down the middle. You know, it takes a little bit of time to cut it through sometimes, and if that happens to you, just kind of like turn the cabbage to the side and you'll eventually make your way through and you'll be good to go. So after that, I just took off like the outer 3 to 4 layers of those leaves because they're the ones that are exposed to all the elements and everything, and I don't want that in the final product. So after that, after just taking off those, those outer leaves I'm showing you here, I'm just going to start taking out that inner core right there that you see. That core is very tough. It looks tough. So you just want to kind of make a V cut about about a half of an inch all the way through, as you see right there, kind of like cutting through on a diagonal, and just make sure you cut that core out. After that, I just rinsed them both off to make sure that nothing else was left on there, no sand or debris or anything, and then I just chopped them down about a quarter of an inch thick, and that's the way I like to chop them. There are different methods of doing it, but that's just the way I prefer to do it today. So after that, I'm doing the same thing with the other half. I'm just kind of taking off those outer real tough pieces, and then I'm just going to slice them up the same way. After that, set them to the side, and I'm going to start on my hot Italian sausage. Actually, it's hot smoked sausage, I believe. And after that, I'm just slicing it down as you see here, and then it is all going to be ready to go into my Dutch oven. So I'm starting off with the sausage first because I want to render out that fat and really develop some color and flavor. So with a little bit of olive oil, I just sauteed them on medium-high heat for about 3 minutes or so. You don't want to let them go too long because it's going to start burning a little bit. I was kind of on the verge of it right here, but I saved it pretty much in time. It's not bad. And when you put the cabbage in, all of the liquid from that cabbage is going to instantly deglaze the bottom of this pan and get everything nice and good for that little stock that's going to develop. So I am just adding in the cabbage right here, y'all, nice and slow. Make sure you don't spill it all over the place. And as you'll see, this cabbage is really going to cook down a lot, and it's not going to be this way forever. So after that, y'all, I am just going to start adding in some of the veggies that I have. I have some diced white onion that I'm adding in here. I also have some garlic, some minced garlic, about 3 to 4 cloves of garlic that I'm going to add in there. And I also have some orange and red peppers that I sliced pretty thinly to kind of match the shape of that cabbage. Thinking ahead, I wanted them to match. And I'm going to add a little bit of butter for some richness, and now I'm also going in with some of my spices. So I have some black pepper, and I have a little bit of salt that I'm adding in here to kind of bring out those flavors. And after that, that's all I'm going to do for right now. So I'm going to place the lid on, and I'm going to cook it on medium heat for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, I will take it off and I'll be back. So after we've kind of sweated that cabbage out a little bit, I'm just going to start turning everything up, mixing everything together. Don't forget, we have that sausage on the bottom, so you want to make sure that you kind of move that sausage around, make sure everything in the pan is moving all around. You want to get those spices and stuff all incorporated, get the peppers all, y'all got it. And now I'm just going in with the last little bit of my seasoning. So I have some Cajun seasoning here, y'all. This is what's really going to amp that flavor up. Y'all know that's my all-purpose seasoning anyway, so I use it in pretty much everything, y'all. So now, y'all, I'm just mixing everything up, make sure that Cajun seasoning is all combined. And one little tip now, I can let y'all know, if you want the final product to be or to have a little bit less liquid, you should pretty much cook this cabbage with the lid off for most of the time. And if you are like me and you prefer some of that liquid, you definitely want to keep that lid on. As you see right there, that liquid is really starting to develop. That cabbage and those veggies are wilting down and cooking nicely. They're smothering together.
It sound right, boys.
So this cabbage was cooking for an additional 30 minutes. So if you're keeping track, about an hour all in all on about medium heat. And this smothered cabbage will come together just like this. It is looking so good. So now finishing touch, last touch honestly, is about a teaspoon of sugar to sweeten everything up a little bit, obviously, and to really kind of like balance out all those flavors, make everything nice and mellow, y'all. And I don't know about y'all, but one of my favorite ways to eat cabbage is with some meatloaf, y'all. So this is how I ate my cabbage that night, and if you're interested, I actually have a video on that meatloaf coming out very, very soon. So y'all, this is just a last little shot of that cabbage with that hot Italian sausage all in there, y'all. It was so good. Just the perfect bite right there, the perfect bite, y'all. So y'all, that's pretty much all I have for this video. If you enjoyed it, let me know down below in those comments. You can hit that like button, y'all, and please subscribe to the channel if you like what you saw, for more videos just like this every single week. All right, y'all, later.